February 4th, 2025, I filed some documents in the Fresno County Superior Court with the court clerk's office. I filed a subpoena and several notices. As you can see here, they're file stamped with the date and time on it. Now, for some reason, the court clerk was told not to file my documents, knowing I had court the next day. Now let's take a listen as to what happened on February 5th, the next day, because of the court clerk refusing to file my documents.
Sir,
Yes.
I just brought to my attention, I forgot, I had filed some notices with the court, and I was never properly arraigned, so if Bethany would like to verify her complaint under oath today, then we can move forward on that complaint that she's speaking of. The 17139?
Pre-trial because there has already been.
Ms. Martinez, you said Bethany?
Yes, Bethany's.
So we're in court, sir. I'm going to make sure that you address the opposing attorney by their last name, okay?
Oh, I didn't know that there was like any formal thing. I thought that's her name. So
Okay,
I didn't mean no disrespect.
No,
but
I'm not suggesting that you did. I just want to make sure. We referred to you as Mr. Martinez, so just based on that. So I just want to give you a heads up. No problem at all.
Is it a
sir.
respectful thing, or is it just a court thing? Or
Kind of a combination of both.
Okay.
Okay. But with that, Mr. Martinez, you said you filed some things. I don't see anything here filed. Did
I
you have a certain
have
case
filed
number?
stamped copies of them if you'd like to see them.
Well, no, it just has to be in the record. So if it's not there, I'm not seeing it. I did see the writs. What was it the filings related to, sir?
A proper arraignment to be held today, and after the arraignment, then we can do an evidentiary hearing. I did also file a subpoena and some discovery demands that Bethany's hasn't provided me. I thought that's what that was that she handed me today, but apparently she said it was just audio of the court proceedings.
Okay.
So that's why we're going to have to start from the beginning here with the proper arraignment, and she's going to have to verify her complaint because the fact that it reads, she filed a complaint that says that she personally appeared
Hold on,
before...
Mr. Martinez, let me just stop you, sir.
Yes, sir.
We're setting dates for trial, so we're past arraignment.
But we didn't have an arraignment, so how could we go to...
Okay. The record indicates otherwise, sir, so if for some reason you think you weren't arraigned, you can file that paperwork, but I do have arraignment on all matters. I have you requesting a jury trial, so we'll do that. But
I did
sole
file that.
issue is the dates of the jury trial. You mentioned you filed something, Mr. Martinez. I don't see it in the record here now. Counsel, did you receive anything from Mr. Martinez, or?
I did, but I have confirmed that it was not filed.
Okay.
Well,
Mr.
I
Martinez,
filed
just
stamped
file that. Hold on,
copies.
Mr. Martinez, real quickly. Just file with that court, and then we can hear that accordingly. You were requesting, and I apologize, 879 for trial, is that correct?
Sir, I have filed stamped copies, so I did file it. You said to get it filed. I did file it. I don't know why it's not on the public record or why it's on there, but if you'd like to see them, that would end the confusion here. They were actually filed stamped with the time date on it, so it shows what time they were file stamped, which was yesterday. And it shows the time that they were stamped out also, at the time it was done. It was like 3:40 p.m.
Back to my question, sir. 879, did you want to set that for trial?
We set it for a pretrial, since it's not arraignment. We
Okay.
can go over that. She can take the stand and verify the complaint that she filed, that she said she swore to, that the actual manager said that she didn't swear to it. Which I have two witnesses there that said that she never swore to these complaints, so she filed them fraudulently. So if you want to get her to verify them, we can proceed.
Ms. Martinez, since you're no longer making a specific request for a jury trial, counsel, I will request grant your
Pretrial?
request. We'll set the jury trial as requested March 12th for a pretrial jury trial March 19th, 2025. That's going to be a case ending 139. Both 061 and 879 will be set for pretrial only. That'll be March 12th and March 19th. Both in this department on all matters. Mr. Martinez, you're going to be present in this department March 12th, March 19th. That'll be 8:38. And Mr. Martinez, all matters, general time waiver remains?
It does, sir, but let me refresh your memory. On June 17th, 2024, this actual matter was here, and I believe you tried to have somebody arraign me on this matter on the 7139, and I said that he does not represent me, that I was self-presented as I am now. And he tried to arraign me, and I said I did not plead not guilty. He pleaded not guilty, or said Mr. Martinez pleaded not guilty. He also said Mr. Martinez waives the reading of constitutional and statutory rights, and I told you that he committed perjury because I never even spoke to him about that. And you continued on with that, sir, and that's where the bias was coming from, where I asked you to be removed from the case, and you're continually showing your bias again, for the record.
All right, thank you, Mr. Martinez, for that. I do have the record on all matters.
Now you heard Robert clearly understood that I had file stamped copies proving that I filed those documents. You also heard me call out Robert because he tried to say that they already had an arraignment in which he tried to have a public defender represent me against my will. And I told Robert that day that he does not represent me and that I did not plead not guilty and I did not waive any rights and that guy was committing perjury because I never spoke to that guy and told him that he can represent me, nor did I say that I want to plead not guilty. So there was no proper arraignment. It was fraud. And as you can read right here in California Jurisprudence, Volume 7, Section 83, page 939, you can go to Google Books and you can look for California Jurisprudence, Volume 7, Criminal Law, and it'll show you. It reads right here, while a defendant desiring to be represented by counsel cannot be denied the right, even though he be without the necessary means to employ and compensate the attorney, he may waive the right to be so represented. And if he does not desire an attorney, the law cannot compel him to employ one or to accept the services of one assigned to him by the court, unless he is insane or otherwise mentally incompetent at the time of the trial. Now, they will try and force you to be mentally incompetent and try to have you do an evaluation, which they try to do to me, but that didn't work. And Robert knew this. And Robert's sitting there covering up the fraud by the district attorney filing fraudulent criminal complaints. After the court proceeding, I went upstairs to the clerk's office, and let's hear what Julia, the clerk that filed my documents, had to say why they weren't filed.
Remember me from yesterday?
Yeah.
What was your name?
Julia?
Julia. So I filed those papers yesterday, right? But when I went to court today, they said that they weren't on the record. The judge.
Yeah, I intake them and I give them to the desk of
Because I've always seen them do it right up here.
Yeah.
Somebody told you to do it differently, I guess. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I had a question. Okay, so who was responsible for the filing then? They told you to send it to them?
Because it had to be processed. It was like a different type of like stuff to upload, so I had to give it to the people that had to do that. Because I didn't know what those papers were, so they took it.
Okay. What was that person's name?
I don't know. She wouldn't want me to give out.
Well, she has to. I mean, she works here, right?
You don't have to. We don't have to. We're not obligated to give you our names.
No. Was it a supervisor? Was it? Was it a supervisor or something?
No,
No.
she's just a worker here.
Okay, because I'm just trying to find out because it's not on the record. It's still.
Yeah, because they have to process them. They weren't stuff to just scan in because it was like certain type of.
That's what she told you,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to say who it was
No.
because she probably did something wrong, huh?
So we just heard Julia say that or agree that somebody told her to not file the documents. And she also said that it had to be processed or something. She made up some excuse like that. Either way, this document was filed March 1st, 2024. A subpoena. So she said it had to be done a different way. Now, either she's lying and or improperly trained. Because all you have to do is have the name and title of the document. Right? So we see March 1st, 2024, a subpoena. I filed one. And they put it on the public record. Now in June, I started having an issue with it. They stopped filing my documents or didn't put the name of the documents on there. They put document received, not filed. So they at least acknowledge they put the document, which is still, I don't think that's lawful. But either way, same thing. Subpoena, title of the document, filed. Now she admitted she filed my documents, but somebody told her not to do it. Now this is crazy. Pay attention to this. So February 5th, 2025, 8:44 a.m. I did a screenshot of my of the case that morning of court to see if they filed it. So it has it right here, February 5th, 8:44 a.m. There's the case number. 121 is the time I recorded it today. I did another video screenshot of my phone. So there's some record. They put it on the public record. Now right there, October 14, 2024 and October 17, 2024. Prior to that court date, there was nothing there. There's nothing in between there. So that's February 5th at 8:44 a.m., correct? We see that, right? There's nothing there. Nothing in between there. All right. Now I also emailed the presiding judge, and I let her know that I'm having problems filing my documents. It says, as the building manager, I believe you oversee the clerk's office. I filed documents today, and for some reason, the women from the clerk's office failed to put them on the public record. So it's February 4th, 2025 at 8:21 p.m., right? Okay, so here's the notice of the video record filed February 4th. Notice for discovery filed February 4th. So I sent her all these documents. The evidentiary hearing filed February 4th. Proof of service, proper arraignment to be held, all of these filed. Okay, so we're going to have to download this one. It's not opening up. Okay. Here's a screenshot. Same thing. October 17th, 2024 and February 5th. So the presiding judge, she knows that they didn't file it. There's nothing there. We go to the details of the case. Somehow, they backtracked it and filed it. How did something get filed January 30th, 2025? How did something get filed February 4th? When you heard Robert say that it wasn't filed, you saw the video from my phone showing that it wasn't filed. You seen the screenshot that nothing was filed. And I sent that to the presiding judge on February 4th. How is it all of a sudden something's filed.